Hello everybody, welcome back. I am just waiting for my viewer to update so that I know that everything is working and that my audio is not completely ruining. Okay, everything seems to be working fine. So, hello everybody, welcome back. I am Jamie. You just saw my name banner there. I'm Jamie. This is a new live stream. I did a live stream yesterday where I did something similar to what I'll be doing today, and that is animating artwork of Magic the Gathering cards. So I selected a new card that I will be animating. And that card is a character that I will be pulling up right here, and that is this card. It's Johnny's Steadfast, but instead of using the card, because that's not such a high resolution, as you can see, that's a very small resolution, I'll be using the actual art that has been used for that card. This is the website of the artist, and you can see that is Johnny's Steadfast, the complete art. And I just realized that in another stream quite a while back, when I was animating something with mountains and stuff, that was the same guy. It had the same signature, so I just realized that. So that is very cool. Let me just go to the chat here. Dafter thinks I'll try and make this as I was really impressed by the last one. Thank you very much. If you haven't checked out yesterday's stream, definitely do. And Venom Films says hi, so I will reply back. There we go. Cool. So this is the artwork that we will be animating today, and what I was thinking of first of all is splitting this up so that we have the background and the foreground with this. Then I want to isolate this dragon in here, which we can just select out and then clone stamp the background so that we have an isolated version of this dragon that we can animate on the background. And then of course I want to add distortion, some shimmering effects on the weapon that he is holding, and some distortion effects on the cloth and hair and grass over here. So we have a lot to do, so I think that we should just jump right into it. I will pull up the piece of art over here. Okay, cool. So first of all, I will take this and then clone or select right around it, and I will clean this up, of course, but I'll first want to take out this. So how is everything going? Today is Friday, so tomorrow and the day after that is weekend. Is there anything nice that you will be doing or working on? If so, let me know. Now let me see. Johnny Steadfast. Let me see if there's a version of the art that has the dragon completely on it, because if not, that would mean that we might have some issues. The point is we miss a bit of the wing. However, we could of course animate it to go like through here, which I guess will work fine. So yeah, we'll just have to fool around with that. And just a quick question: has anybody been playing around with the new versions of HitFilm, HitFilm Pro, has had a big update, or big, well, it had an update with some cool new features. Hit Film Express got updated. So Venom Films in the comments section says we should do another video together soon, and my answer to that is yes, that is a good idea. If you have any ideas, you can put suggestions for that in the live chat now if you want to. Then I can read and I can think of some stuff that we could do, because collaborating with other people is a fun thing to do. Okay, so Dafter thinks says I haven't gotten it yet. Does the copy wait, did it copy your presets across correctly? I'm not sure actually, because you mean for Pro? Do you mean for Pro? Because I don't really use HitFilm Express anymore, and that's why I also don't have any presets there, but I do use HitFilm Pro. I have the issues. Okay, so I will pull up the chat now. After, wait, I can tag people, right? Yes. After things, I will check that out later this stream. And Stefan Alice's issues. What issues do you have? Okay. Oh, it looks like my stream is buffering. That is not really good. It's funny to see that I now have more viewers than yesterday, and that's just probably because it's Friday. It's the end of the week, so you know, people are off having a drink at home, relaxing. It's nice, isn't it? So I have holiday, so I have it easy anyway. This clone stamping stuff, it looks a bit weird still. Yes, I'm sorry that you can hear the typing sounds. That's because I have my microphone set on a table. I do have a microphone like pole that I can rig up above the table, but that's a lot of work. So for now, I'm afraid that you will have to deal with the audio as it is. I'm looking into some other options, maybe to make the audio sound a little bit better. Okay, so this is the main cloning here. Doesn't look very great, I know, but now what I want to do is actually take one of the big stamps over here and overlay some texture onto this. So Venom Film says, what microphone do you use? I use the Divine USB 1. That is the microphone that I use. That is when I am like in the setup I'm now in front of the computer. If I'm not in front of the computer, I use a lavalier mic, which you can clip on to your shirt. It's very handy. If you can buy one of those, definitely do, because it has definitely improved my audio. Okay, and what I want to do now is actually copy or clone some of this stuff over here, because this has some really nice texture, and you know, we can all use a little bit of texture in here, although it should probably be a little darker. Click out of audio to select it after. Okay, so Stefan Ali says no text effect under the generate tab. That is, oh wait, at Stefan, do you have any add-ons? Because for the text effect you actually need, I'm not sure what it is called, I will look it up. In the meantime, Stefan has the time to answer. So I will look up here what it's called. Yes, it's called the Edit Starter Pack. So at Stefan, you'll need the edit starter pack for the text. Or at least that's what I believe. Hitfilm Sensei made a video about it, highlighting that because he missed it in his earlier video, and then he made another video rectifying that issue, because I believe you need the Edit Starter add-on for the text effect to work. The up and down arrows don't work on the text tab. That is weird. Okay, next up, the up and down arrows don't work on the text tab. I'm not really sure what you mean by that. And then I have to click out of audio to select it after an unlink. Yeah, that is weird. I don't think that is a bug, though. I mean, it could be. Don't get me wrong. It could be that is a bug, but that I believe that has always been the case, that you have to click somewhere else and then click back on the audio, or at least maybe not. It has been that way in the previous version, at least of Pro, I believe. And yeah, it's not very handy, but that's just the way it works, I believe. So I don't think it's a bug, but it's not very handy either. Okay, and now we will have extensive erasing. Who doesn't like that? So, how is everything going? Is anybody working on some new stuff? If so, I would be delighted to know. Let's check. So, if you can hear me, so Venom Films just contacted me if I wanted to make another video with him, and I would love to. So what is your idea? Or if you don't want to send it through the chat, if you want to keep it a surprise, you can of course send me a private message via YouTube, or you can email me. And if you want to email me, you can go to my website or go to contact_filmempire at gmail.com. It's also on my website. So Dafter Things has just finished the script for a He-Man stop motion. That is very cool. If you are done with all of that, you can definitely let me know, maybe in a comment under my videos or a private message. Let me know. I will check it out, and if you want me to check it out on my channel, like in a live stream or something, just tell me, because then I will check it out. So Stefan Ali says subscribed. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, sir. Okay, so After Things, this takes about a week to film and a week to edit. That's quick, to be honest. I'm impressed. Because stop motion or at least like it says a week to film. That makes sense because stop motion is a really cool thing, but also very time intensive. Takes a lot of time. After Things says, have you checked out my Avengers one? No, I have not. At After Things, I have not. Can you send the link in the chat? Then we can take a look at it. Now we might, I mean, we're getting a little off topic here, but I personally like it. I think that it's nice to have a little bit of a discussion and other things apart from the effect itself. Yeah, I like that. So then, I mean, it has a sort of community feel to it, doesn't it? Okay. So we need to remove this part as well. So, next week, or yeah, next week, the coming week, I will be in the Czech Republic with school, so I won't be here, but all the videos that are supposed to go up will be going up, so you know, you won't miss a video. But just note that I personally will not be here, and that means that I won't be able to respond to comments or emails. So if you need to tell me something, you can do that before Monday, because then I still have time to respond. So if I'm not responding to your comment, please don't think that I am ignoring you, because I just can't respond actually. Okay. Not really happy with that. Yeah, that looks way better. So now we have this. Still a little blue on the edges, but I don't think that that really matters because we can make it a little more vague as well. But just to make it a little nicer, I will clean this up a little bit. And then the tail here, that is an important part as well. Yeah, I think that that looks about good. And then what I want to do, but I'm actually not sure if that's such a good idea. We can try, because the animation itself probably won't take that long, but it is just the cutting out and stuff. What I could do is actually cut it around here, because that is easier to do. Yes, that is what I will be going to do. Or maybe I shouldn't be doing that at all. Maybe I should just leave that alone and then add some distortion, shimmering effects at the dragon. Or what I could do is add the displacement effect to it, but that doesn't really give the desired results. What I think I'll do is add like a blur to the background, a little bit of a blur. Cool, so then I'll have to export this one as no, not a Pixar. Layer 1. Okay. And then this as I think I can crop this down. Okay. So Dafter thinks as I cannot send website links. At Dafter things, mail it to contact.filmempire@gmail.com. Yes. Contact.filmempire@gmail.com. At gmail.com. Yes. So Stefan Ali has watched a video and he says that it's a great video. So I am interested and I will take a look. So I will have my mail account open on my secondary monitor. Okay. So I believe he sent it to me. Yes, he did. Oh wait, that's his channel, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, I could have gone to your channel. Is it Iron Man Desperation? Is it the Iron Man Wait, I need to spell this right. Desperation. English is not my mother tongue, so Avengers Brutal one is a bit gory. Well, I mean it says brutal, but in the title, so. Which one should I show on stream? Oh wait, although I'm not able to I won't be able to show with audio though. Okay, so the Iron Man Desperation one. I should be watching that. So then I will layer 2. And then I think that we are done in Photoshop. Oh, wow. I managed to misspell it in the chat anyways. In the mixer, I'll take a look though. I think that this because I want it to be okay, the audio level. Good for me? Okay, okay. He says it's good. Okay, let's watch from the beginning.
Jarvis, things are getting desperate up here. I need that location.
Still searching, sir.
You're an advanced AI.
There we go. This is the these are the UI elements from the heads up tutorial, aren't they? I like this. It looks realistic, although it's like a puppet. I think you did really well with the masking around here and the tracking of the UI elements. That's really good.
My supercomputer. What's taking so long?
Calculator, sir.
What?
A trumped up calculator, sir. That's what you called me. Remember?
You're doing this because I called you a calculator?
It was hurtful.
Well, try this. Send me that location right now, or I'll find the biggest, thickest power cable and stick it right up your...
I love that part. That is so great. I thought, is he going to say it? And then he did that. That was great. That was really funny.
We really need to work on your social skills. Send the directions now.
Thank you. Might just make it.
You gotta be kidding me. Well, that's gonna rust.
Okay, what do we got? Subscribe. Good, that makes sense. Latest video. Okay. Recommended video. Jarvis, is this the best we've got to offer?
I'm afraid so, sir.
Sheesh. Sorry.
That was really cool and really funny. I want to thank you for that. Definitely check him out. His YouTube channel is called Dafter Things. I really like it. That was really funny. Thank you. That gave me a solid laugh. I think you did great on many of the effects. There were some things, of course, that were a bit like the blending of the elements, and I get that is really hard because that just is the hardest part of visual effects, editing, blending in the fake stuff with the real stuff. And Stephanie says one of the best outros ever. I have to agree. That was really funny. It was like the outro was the same style of your content itself. So that is definitely a really great thing that you did. It was funny. I think the timing was great. The audio was great as well. I liked it. That gave me a solid laugh. 782Y864. And we'll just call this one comp because, you know, that's what it is. And then we can add in these two layers, and then I want this to be animated. The point is that I want this to be repeatable. So that means I'll probably just have to keyframe this to move over the head of Johnny. And then at this point here, I want this to move up here. Okay, so it's still a little over there. Then in the value graph, can I change that? Okay. Okay, so that is the first part. Still looks really terrible though, but that is first of all because we have motion blur on there. First of all, let me loop that. Then right outside there, move that back, opacity here, and then opacity back there, and inside here I want this, so then it goes right back there without anyone ever noticing it. which doesn't even really matter, I think, because it goes over here and at the end it loops back to the beginning where it starts there anyway. So. But anyway, the puppet tool, which, you know, is quite valuable when working on an animated piece, or well, animated. It's kind of animating. Up the tessellation a bit, then we can start adding points, which I guess I'll be adding here. I think that is enough points for keyframing. And because we cut it out, can you show the dragon accelerating? I had trouble doing that with Iron Man. I was told to use Bezier keyframes. Oh, you mean like that? Yes, I will show you that. Because I don't have the keyframes here set to Bezier. I can set them to Bezier, though. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, so first let me set them to normal keyframes. As you can see, it goes from the first value to the second value in a straight line, and then from there to the third thing, to the third keyframe in a straight line. And this is the value graph. You can just go there by hitting this above your timeline, and this has a visual representation of how the keyframes move. And now these are all straight lines, but if I go here, these are the different types of keyframes that you can have. And this is the standard one, it's linear, and this one is manual Bezier. And if I click over here, you can see that everything is a nice curve in between the points. And this curve makes it so that it goes fast. It goes fastest at the middle, and it starts slow and then accelerates and then moves slower again. And if I go here to, there we go. So this is the Wikipedia page for Bezier curve, and you can see that it has 4 control points here, and that makes a really nice smooth curve. And you can see here, this is also what is used in the masking tool of HitFill, because you can use the masking tool to create this Bezier Bezier curve. You can see it here as well. If you want to read more into that, you can just Google it. So this just makes everything a bit more smooth. So if I go here, this creates, what did I do? That's interesting, to say the least. Although I do believe that, oh wait, what? Although I do believe that this should be a little earlier, because I want the dragon to like zoof over in the background. Yeah, there we go. That looks cool. You can see that it goes faster in the middle. Here it goes fast and then it slows down again. And that is what we're looking for, because it creates a smoother motion in between the two keyframes instead of having this very snappy movement, which is sometimes what you want in maybe like UI development, if you are creating like user interfaces in HitFill. That might be what you want. Now it is time to keyframe this. Wait, let me go 1, 2. That's where I want this, and then 1, 2. Go back here, and then we can set this to, or maybe we should add one more round in between, because this effect goes very fast. You can't even see it correctly. And then I want this tail to be very, very curled up. And that goes back and front. Yes. That looks kind of neat. Then we will add motion blur. There you have it. Now, a little thing is that it moves over here in front of a Johnny, which is not what we want. And I think the best way to avoid this is just keyframe the Y position up a little bit. Although I want this then probably set to linear. Yeah, because if I set that point to manual Bezier, it goes in here, then stops, and then goes down again, because you know that's what manual Bezier is. You can of course change the handles of that, but that's not what I want to go into. So I will just set this to linear, because then it will just continue through that point. And after things is excellent, thanks. It is tea time, but I hope to be back before the end. If not, I hope it goes well. Thank you very much. Enjoy your cup of tea. I think we'll be here for like half an hour more, so if you cannot catch me after that, I wish you a great evening. Cool. So that looks like quite neat, actually. That is the dragon in the background. Then I want to add distortion. Yes, let's add 2 grade layers. One we will call cloth. Wait, what do we have? Yes, we'll call that one cloth. The other one grass. And under the cloth layer, I will also include, so that's cloth, the tail, the hair as well, like everything except the grass. And then we will also need one called clouds. So let's start with this one. First of all, I'll apply the fill color effect, make it something of a nice green. Set this to like a high number, 50%. Neat. And then I will just mask around the cloth. And this fill color is of course not what we need, but I use this to visualize where I am masking and what I have masked and what I have not. So that's just a little visual cue that I have there. Then this, oh wait, that's the belt, isn't it? We do not need the belt in here, so I'll go underneath that and go over there. Cool. That is good. And to the other people watching, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section, because that's what it's used for, you know? So that's the first piece of cloth. Then the other part I want to add is the tail, because the cloth movement will be very subtle. Oh wait, this is on the clouds layer now? Let's turn that off. Because the cloth layer will be very subtle, maybe I will add the hair to the grass layer, because the clouds or the cloth layer will be very subtle movement, so I can add the tail to that as well. Then the grass and the hair will be very small but quite fast movement. And then the clouds will be quite big movement. So you can notice that I'm also keyframing over or masking over the leg, but we will take care of that later. Shape. Let's expand. No, that's too much. 2 and then 1 on the roundness. Maybe a little more. 2. Does that look okay? Yeah, that looks fine. Okay. Then I will create another mask that will go over this one and set this to subtract. There we go, and set the feather strength to something small, like 2. There we go. So now I have the tail, that, and then we need this big piece of cloth behind his arm as well, just everything. And then we can continue with the other layers. I'm just making this very rough mask here. It's not the most accurate thing, but that doesn't matter. Now we'll probably get some intersection at that point, but that doesn't really matter. I really hope that that does not intersect, but it probably does, so we'll have to figure something out for that. Oh boy, what have I done? Oh, I just selected all of them? What? That is weird. Okay, we're back. And then we'll add this around. Yeah, so as you can see, we are getting a little intersection here, but I'll just try to minimize it, and then we will get rid of it when we add like feathering and that kind of stuff. There we go. Because we will still like probably quite heavily feather this edge. Here, there you go. And then add a roundness of 2 here. That looks pretty good. And did we get all of that? Yes, I do believe so. Cool. So that is the first one. Then I will turn off the fill. No, wait, I'll leave it on. Then I'll add it on the grass layer. Set this to another color. So under grass, I want the hair. Like this. The hair. Then I'll need to feather that quite a bunch. Then add another mask around the head that we will use to subtract. And add feather to that as well. There we go. That looks nice. So then we have that. Then I want to add a mask to the plumes. Add the weapons. So Set this to like 2, set this to 10. Because we are working with these very subtle things, so that we can feather that a bit more. That's not a problem. Add it to here as well. So then we can finish this part, and we need to feather that a bit as well. Although that's a very subtle part, so if we feather that like 5, that should be okay. Then we can do the same thing here. Yes. Feather that like 5 pixels. Yes. Okay, so we have that all done. Then I want to add the plumes here as well. Set a feather to that right there, and a little roundness. Okay, so now we have all of the stuff on the character. Oh no, wait, I spoke too soon, because we have a plume over here as well, but that's a metal part, so we don't need that. Set the shape to like 3. Yes. Okay. And then we will add parts of the grass, because, you know, the layer is called grass, so if we won't add any grass to that, that is just kind of stupid. Then I want to set this with like a very big feather. And we will subtract the expansion a little bit. So I think that that looks good. And then I'll add the same here. Just go around here. Oh boy. Let's not do that. Set the feather strength up there as well. Yeah, I think something like that. And then I will add the fill color effect to the clouds and set that to blue. We're actually getting like a pretty cool result over there. And this is just a very vague masking job, as you can see there. And this mask will be set with a high feather over here. Cool. So now we can turn off the ridiculous fill color effects, because that is not what the final effect calls for. And then we can start adding distortion. Yeah, distortion. Let's start with energy distortion over here. Now we can see that that's a step in the right direction, but I will take down the diffusion because we don't need any diffusion in here. Then the scale, set the scale up a lot. And then here I need to find the right amount, and this actually looks pretty cool. Oh, what? That's a bug again. Okay, so let me see how far we're in. Okay, so I will have to erase this bug as well. So what I have is a grade layer with the fill color effect turned off, the energy distortion turned on. Then I play. So if I play the clip and then right click, everything dissolves. And if I start playing again, it works. Play, right click, it disappears. Okay, so I was just talking over that to let the person know what I was doing. That is very interesting. I am discovering some new bugs in this program just by live streaming. How cool is that? Then I can copy over this to the grass layer, set the distortion or the scale to be way smaller, the distortion to be a little bit higher. Oh yeah, and then we get that again. Let's set the distortion quite a bit higher. Oh wait, that might be a little bit too high. That looks cool. Okay, so that is that, and then copy it over here. Then I want that to be like very big and set the distortion to that's too much. 0.5. That probably works. Yeah. Okay. So that is all set and done. Then I want to actually have like a sort of shimmer. So great, we'll call this one metal, because I want a sort of shimmer that goes along the edge of the weapons, because I think, or maybe just this one. So for that, I will probably need gleam. Or no, that's too big. What was it? Not like leak, right? Does this one have a control point? No. What was it? Light? Is it just light rays? Oh, apparently it is. So we can. Oh, that looks really cool. Then I can keyframe this to move over it. Then we'll set the position to move over it. So you can see this moving over it. That is so cool. Then I want this to be a little bit smaller because, you know. Then we can set this to something like that, yeah. Or this to smooth out, and the other one set to smooth in. Yes, cool. The intensity here is set to 0, and then here we have this full intensity. Set that one to 0 as well. Maybe move this a little back in. Or what we can do is make this like to the middle, something like that, and then at the end have it move back to the beginning point, and Just select all of the keyframes. Make the manual objet. So you have this light moving over it, which I think looks pretty darn cool. And then we will add an actual. Great. So then anamorphic lens flares. Yeah, why not? I think they look cool. Michael Bay does. Then color correction, we can add, wait, that should be put underneath. Darken that a bit, up the contrast. Hue, saturation, and lightness. I think we can pull down the saturation a bit. No, I'll set the hue shift to normal, but then we can desaturate it. Add the anamorphic lens flare. And we've got ourselves quite something awesome. But then I want to also add a vignette. Does this? Yeah, it automatically does that. Okay. So then we have this, but it doesn't look that great here. So, where is it? There it is. So then I will export it here. Okay, so the exporting is done. Let me go here. Oh yeah, this was the one that we did yesterday. This is today's one. So let me put this one on a loop. So there we go. And I think that this will be the end of the live stream. So I will leave you with this picture and then I will turn it off. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time with a new video. Bye bye and enjoy your weekend.